A couple of days ago, I realized that lunchtime in my house was causing me a lot of stress because lunchtime is normally the time when I am knee deep in a project of some sort, trying to get something done. And so when the kids would come and ask me for lunch, it was making me frustrated, and I just don't like being frustrated with them for things that I shouldn't be frustrated with them about. And so I decided to just make these pre-made sandwiches and put them in the freezer so that when they were hungry, that they could go get them, and then I wouldn't be frustrated and they wouldn't be frustrated with me, and they could have full bellies. And when everyone has full bellies, then everyone is happier, me especially. And so I just decided that I was going to make these freezer sandwiches because they thaw really fast and they're something that the kids like and that they can do on their own. And so I just decided to make these freezer sandwiches to make life a little bit easier. So we're just going to make freezer sandwiches today, and hope that it helps lessen the stress. I finally got these big cookie sheets um, just a couple weeks ago. And I am so happy that I did. I've been wanting them for a long time, but I don't know. I was like, I couldn't justify buying other cookie sheets when I already had some. I just did it, and I wish I would have done it earlier because they are nice to have all the space. I'm actually going to keep these to put the finished sandwiches in there. And the oven is actually preheated. Hallelujah. So we're going to put them in. Now, we eat so much cheese in our house. And so I got this cheese slicer, which reminds me of my grandpa. He used to have one in his home, and I always liked to play with the wire on it, and then my parents would get mad. But the cheese slicer is makes cutting cheese so easy. And you know how when you cut cheese with a knife, it just sticks to the cheese, and sometimes it just smushes. And anyways, if you use cheese all the time and you don't have one of these, then I suggest that you buy one of these cheese slicers. They are only about $20, and it makes um, slicing cheese so much easier and not a hassle at all. I'm going to put a piece of cheese on each side so that the wetness of the meat does not make the bread soggy. And my kids are not particular about mayonnaise or mustard or anything like that, so that makes it nice and easy. But if they did prefer condiments, then I would put them on the meat right here in between, and not actually on the bread, because that would just make it really soggy. If you're going to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the freezer, you're going to want to put peanut butter on both sides. That's just because the jelly will make the bread real soggy. So we're going to try and put a thin layer of peanut butter on both sides, and then we'll put the jelly on. I don't want to go back and forth between knives, so I'm just going to do all the peanut butter at one time and all the jelly at another time. Good gravy, look at this. I'm to the bottom of the barrel of this. My son goes through like phases of loving peanut butter and jelly and having like 6 a day to going not liking peanut butter and jelly at all. And these are really, they thaw really quick, so that's really nice. If my kids just grab a frozen sandwich and then like a piece of fruit or something, then by the time that they're done with that fruit, then the sandwich will be all thawed. Okay, and we're at the bottom of the barrel with this peach jam too. This is okay, we got 12 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and then 24 ham and cheese, well, just meat and cheese sandwiches that my kids are going to enjoy. we'll put them in the freezer, and then they can take them out whenever they want. And we have a drawer that in the fridge that the kids can reach, and they can just pull out fruit or veggies or whatever they want to go along with this. And this will make my life a lot easier, because then they can just be a little bit more self-sufficient with their lunches while I am trying to get other things done.